May your arms be open, may your family live long, may your words be spoken, may your songs be sung, may your life have meaning, may your worries be gone.
All right.
Because this could be the day.
A few months ago, I asked Dan and Mariel if they had any requests for this speech. They both assured me that I should do it my way. And that was swiftly followed by a thorough list of suggestions from Mariel and many catch-up calls from Dan.
Just want to let you know, Mariel told me, Dad, you gotta have a script.
Just so we all know, Dan did not say I had to read from a script.
Here we go.
Mariel has always been an excellent planner, decision maker, and advice giver, to the extent that when growing up, I was obsessed with Mariel because her advice was life-changing. Like, if you keep your fingers on the command-hide buttons on the keys, you can watch TV online while Mom thinks you're doing homework. She ultimately showed me, though, that some of the best things in life are impossible to plan. She had no idea that she would exchange numbers with the love of her life at a toga party in 2012, but here we are.
The story begins during their sophomore year at Cornell. They had been spending a lot of time together, but then Mariel left to study abroad. Over the course of that semester, Dan illustrated a book about Mariel called Why I'm Cool, with details she had told him from her favorite color to other amusing stories. He printed the book, and when Mariel got back a few months later, they met up in a treehouse in Central Park, where he gave her the book. Over the next 9 years, Mariel would take a massive leap and move to LA. She'd become a certified yoga instructor, got her MBA, and rose in the ranks of one of the most prominent tech companies in the world. And Dan? Well, he actually kind of grew up. In fact, Dan had been compiling stories and recording memories of their relationship as their adventures crossed time zones from New York to Tokyo. And it was during their 2019 trip to Tokyo, where they were outside their comfort zone, that Dan decided he needed to write a second book. After spending nearly 2 years in a pandemic that only deepened their commitment to each other, Dan and Mariel returned to Central Park. They took a walk and arrived at that treehouse, where Dan presented Mariel with a new hand-drawn book called The Places We'll Go. He got down on one knee and he proposed.
Mariel, I'm so thankful to be standing up here with you today, and that after 10 very patient years, I get to marry my best friend. When Noah asked me to describe you in one word, immediately my mind jumped to thoughtful, toward your friends, your family, your health. But then I thought creative. I also thought quirky, clumsy, and of course, hot. But Noah didn't think those were appropriate. So as I thought about it, I realized there really was only one word: unpredictable. Every single day with you has been filled with something new, something surprising, a challenge, an adventure, and you never fail to keep me on my toes. You set your mind to something and you run at it. You're passionate, ambitious, and inspiring. And that's why life with you is never a dull moment. Whether we're exploring the world in Tokyo or beach bumming right at home in Santa Monica, we make a great team, and I know we'll always be off to great places together.
Blowing second's hard. Okay. Dan, when you came to visit Belmont for the very first time, my sister told me she'd never heard me laugh so much. You look amazing in a tux, and you have an absolutely brilliant mind. But it's your knowing smile and the mischievous look in your eyes when you tell a joke that gets me every time. You give me the space to live my life to the fullest while we build a life together. I know my tendency to push myself in work, school, and life, often means you're making a solo trip to the farmer's market, doing yet another load of laundry, or cooking dinner. You're an extraordinary giver. You're my love, my partner, my very best friend, and my whole heart. Laughing and being with you wherever I go feels like home. I love that the journey that we've taken has been our own, and that we've set aside expectations to prioritize our own timeline and simply enjoy each other. Even after a decade, there's still no one else that I laugh more with. I love you.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Understatement to say that we've been waiting a long time for this day to come. Okay, seriously, Dan, your love and affection for Mariel mean everything to Derry and me. Mariel, you have no idea how much your mother and I love you. As Omi said, I love you more than the world.
I've lived a very fortunate life. I have a remarkable wife, 2 precious children, and family and friends who love me. I know what blessings look like, and Dan, having you as a best friend is something I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life.
Dan, you make Mariel laugh like no one else, and you love every last bit of her and her weird, beautiful quirks. And I'll be honest, I never wanted a brother. Until I met you. Mariel, you mean more to me than I can say with words, and you look so beautiful. Still obsessed. I love you so much as a couple. I love that my speech is over. Congratulations!